On your left.
On my left. Got it. Don't say it. Don't you say
On
it.
your left.
Come on!
What's up, guys? It's Quinn.
It's Will.
It's Iconic Comic, and we are back with the On Your Left podcast, episode 21. Adam's not here again, slacker. Just kidding. He's finally starting to recover from being sick. Didn't have COVID, tested negative, so he's all good. Don't worry about that. But he was just feeling pretty under the weather. But he'll be back. We're going to record some stuff this weekend, and I talked about it on our last. I gamed some Oblivion on Monday. And I talked about it, but we are going to be uploading this weekend not only our Goblet of Fire commentary, but either I can't decide which one I want to upload first, but the Lord of the Rings commentary or the Star Wars Phantom Menace commentary. I feel like Lord of the Rings will just get you into that holiday mode. I don't know why. Lord of the Rings is a Christmas movie to me.
Really?
Well, all the movies came out in December when they were coming out in theaters, so they just kind of feel like they don't feel Christmassy, but they put me in that December mode.
So as of recording this, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so that's always fun.
Oh, dude, like I'm gonna murder food tomorrow. I'm gonna get up. I think my family, is actually doing it as a Thanksgiving dinner, which it'll be like the first time in my life that's a thing because most of the time it's like Thanksgiving lunch.
Yeah.
Or like mid-afternoon, like 3 o'clock or something.
You see, I used to go to my great aunt's, and she would start cooking when everybody showed up.
F that.
Yeah.
F that, dude. That's not what I'm here for. No. I'm here to show up at your house, eat, and then watch football and sleep. And then play games, and then eat more food when I'm not full.
I didn't mind it because I liked cooking it.
I like cooking.
Yeah.
But not when I'm going to someone else's house.
Yeah.
If I'm hosting, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
But we would get there around like 2, not eat till like 6. So it was us just there for 4 hours.
Were there hors d'oeuvres?
There were hors d'oeuvres and stuff, but like we were all waiting for like the food, and we were all like, let's go, come on.
Oh, dude, I'd be beyond. Well, tell me she at least put the bird in.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
put the bird takes a minute. It takes like 6 hours if you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
So it's like, everybody here? All right, we'll put the turkey in the oven. I'd have been like, the fuck did you just say? You're just now putting it in the oven? All right, well, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'll pick up a burger, like a little appetizer, and then come back. Yeah. And then we'll be good. But, like, I'm fine cooking at my house. If I was hosting, I'm down. I'm good. Yeah. So this year, with COVID and everything, we're just doing our immediate family Thanksgiving, just the people in the house.
I'm doing the same thing.
We're not getting the whole big family together like we usually do. And we're not even cooking, getting it catered by Cracker Barrel.
I'm getting mine by Bob Evans.
No sponsorships here.
But if you guys want to sponsor
us, Cracker Barrel, Bob Evans, if you guys want to sponsor us, go for it. I feel like they're competing markets, so whoever gets there first, hey, this is a big time market. But they're rattling off the things that we're getting from Cracker Barrel. We're getting the normal Thanksgiving stuff, potatoes, corn, gravy, stuffing, rolls, cranberry sauce,
the staples,
2 pies, get some baked apples, turkey. Yeah. There's only 4 of us, by the way, so when I'm reading this out loud, you're probably like, geez, that's a lot of food.
Well, the good thing about Thanksgiving is you got a meal for Thanksgiving, the day after, the day after, the day after.
Yes, and then I think we're also going to save some for and take it to my grandparents.
Yeah.
Which is going to be nice. Like I'm trying to be nice. Yeah. Because it's like, we'll just stay home and be sloth, like one of the 7 deadly sins, and just lay around and eat.
Well, so my mom and my sister, my mom works at my sister's school, and they had a COVID mini outbreak or whatever. So they were quarantining themselves, and my dad works at a hospital. So I'm the only one that can go see my grandparents and be somewhat safe. Put quotations around safe.
Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I've been at home the entire time because all my classes are online. So
I'm not sure. I'm not sure my grandparents' whole view on this whole thing. At some point, I know they're probably going to be like, you know what? They're going to be, at some point, they're going to be like, I don't want to die not having seen you for a year. So they're going to just want to see us, which is probably going to be Christmas.
Yeah.
and I don't. I mean, we're 95% to a vaccine. Not to get into Corona because I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
But we're pretty close to the end of we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel finally, which is good.
According to Bill Gates, he said that all the vaccines should work. Why?
Fuck it. He's a computer guy. I don't care what his view on vaccine is.
But
he can fund what he wants to fund, and I appreciate that. I don't want to hear whatever medical advice Bill Gates wants to give me. You know, he let a box of mosquitoes open in a closed room just to demonstrate some medical point one time. Like, I was like, no. Bill Gates is a little nuts.
But he also did a lot of relief in Africa and stuff like that.
Agreed with what?
Money, but he eliminated polio
with his
Africa. Money.
That's all he needs to be there for is his money. He can fund Pfizer or whoever is doing the vaccine the best. Fund them to death.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear his opinions on it, though. I want to hear the medical professionals' opinions on it. Because Bill Gates has money involved in this. Look, I know he's doing it for a good cause, but there's some money on this other end of this. Don't act like he's just donating it and not getting anything in return. Let's be real here. He's going to get some on the back end. It's just how people are. But I'm not blaming him. I'd probably be the same way if I was trying to get into the
medicine
vaccine business.
But what's good about this vaccine is that it's a different vaccine than before. It's an mRNA, which is messenger RNA virus, or vaccine. Sorry.
The more you know. Cool. Moving on. I'm not talking about COVID anymore because I'm done talking about COVID.
Thanksgiving.
But we're rattling off the things that we're getting from Cracker Barrel, and I'm like, I'm loving this. I'm gonna go work out in the morning. I'm gonna get a good lift in. I'm real excited about this post-workout Thanksgiving dinner. But there's something missing from the list, and this is a controversial topic. I see it all over Facebook, Twitter, everything.
Stuffing?
No. I love stuffing, by the way.
What kind, though?
I really don't care.
Okay.
You could because to me they all semi taste the same. I like stovetop stuffing. I like the brand. But if you make it yourself, I'm sure it's also good.
Have you tried cornbread stuffing?
Oh yeah, it's good. Now, technically, isn't it? It's technically not stuffing. It's technically dressing.
Yeah.
Stuffing is when you stuff it
in the turkey.
Even if it's the same thing, but if it's outside of the turkey, it's dressing, right?
Yes.
Not important. Yeah. But is mac and cheese a Thanksgiving side dish?
It is. It should be. It should be, absolutely.
I'm not saying it's a traditional Thanksgiving side dish.
But it's a modern.
I don't even know if it's that. My argument is mac and cheese can be everywhere what the hell it wants. Mac and cheese can be a side dish for anything.
That's
Any
true.
dinner, you give me mac and cheese, but I am down. And you're telling me that you would, if you would go, oh no, I don't want that. If you got a plate of your Thanksgiving dinner, you got your turkey, your stuffing, your mashed potatoes, your cranberry sauce, roll, it's all smothered in gravy and butter, and then someone came up with a pot of mac and cheese. Down.
Oh yeah,
I'm so down.
Do you make it in the pot with water and stuff, or do you bake it?
I am more of the pot person. I
Really?
enjoy both, but the baked ones never taste as cheesy to me. They have better texture, but they're not as cheesy. And I what I usually do though is I'll make it in a pot or a crock pot, one of the two, and then I'll make the pasta in obviously boiling water. And I'll transfer it over to a crock pot where I make the actual recipe with all the different cheeses because it does that good slow melt and you can put cream and it can just stay warm all day. But then once it's done in the crock pot, it's kind of congealed.
Yeah,
I'll top it with breadcrumbs or whatever. Or badass trick here, crumble up Grippo's potato chips.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Put that
I've
on
heard
top.
of that.
Well,
That's
because
good.
Grippo's is local, so it's just barbecue chips.
Yeah, it's barbecue chips. Really good barbecue chips.
Or even just potato chips. It's really good because it adds a little bit more. You don't have to add any more salt. You don't have to salt it because I am a glutton for cheese and salt. So even if there's already salt in the mac and cheese, when I put it in my plate or in my bowl, I will murder it with salt and pepper.
You see, I like black pepper a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I put in
an unhealthy amount of black pepper.
Well, I put however much salt I put in, I put double black pepper because I like that spice. I like black pepper.
To me, black pepper is not really even spice. It's something else. It's hard to describe.
Well, it's not like compared to like Chipotle or like a green chili sort of spice. It's more like the one that hits the back of your throat and then makes it kind of dry out a little bit.
Yeah. But mac and cheese, I have a really good recipe for mac and cheese that involves putting like a jar of salsa into the mix,
I
and
haven't
it's
heard
like
of that.
it basically turns into queso,
Like queso,
mac and
yeah.
cheese, like with Velveeta and stuff. It's badass.
Now, do you finished off the noodles inside the cheese, right? So you cook it al dente?
You're throwing a lot at me right now.
So al dente, so you don't fully cook the like noodles fully in the water, in the boiling water. You take them out a little early and then finish them off in like whatever sauce you're doing.
I don't always do that, but I have done that. I've done that with like other pastas. I've done that with like well, not because it doesn't really matter what pasta is, but I've done it with like a rosé sauce and stuff like that. Hold on. But getting away from mac and cheese for just a second. The thing about Thanksgiving though is it's about.
Don't say it's about thankful.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I mean, it's about, because that's bullshit. I've never once in my life have I had a Thanksgiving where I am like
Saying thankful, like how thankful you are.
I'm currently thinking about, God, you know what I'm thankful for right now? I'm thankful for my family and my friends. Like, no, I just feel that in general, like every day. I don't need to sit there for a day and like, think about it. I might have just sounded like the biggest piece of garbage right there, but oh well. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, it's what do you do when the meal is over?
Watch football and sleep.
Yes, that is correct. But
not necessarily
at what
in that
time
order.
is Thanksgiving over? You know what I'm saying?
When dessert's over.
See, I call bull.
Really?
I get so upset at family Thanksgivings, and hopefully I don't have to deal with that this year. I get so upset at family Thanksgivings when we've all kind of finished our fifth helping of everything.
Yeah.
And they're already busting out the Tupperware. They're throwing everything in the Tupperware. They're throwing in the fridge. I'm like, what are you doing? Just leave it out. Just leave it out. We got a couple hours here. Like, what? I don't know. In 2 hours, I may be like ready for a fifth or sixth plate. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but I'm here. I'm not here to play around.
Yeah.
I'm here to go to town because that's what separates it from Christmas to me. Obviously, Christmas is a religious holiday, and there's more about that. But Christmas, like, there's no... You can have a nice meal at Christmas, but it's not about, like, stuffing your face.
No.
And I guess technically Thanksgiving's not about stuffing your face either, but it is. Let's be real. It is. It is.
It's the one day of the year where you shouldn't feel guilty about how much you're eating.
Oh, it's going to be bad tomorrow. It's going to be really bad. I'm going to feel...
Well, that's
gross.
That's why you're lifting before, so you don't feel as bad.
I won't feel as bad, but I'll still feel like a pig.
Yeah.
Now, when is it acceptable? I feel like it's acceptable when plates are cleaned at Thanksgiving. Plates are clean. It is then acceptable to start doing Christmassy things.
Yes.
Once the meal of Thanksgiving is over, you can put up your tree. You can light up your house. You can put on a Christmas movie. I mean, most people, I don't know. I'm just generalizing because my family does it. Thanksgiving night, we watch like a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
because
it's getting you in the Christmas mood, like.
Right? And there's really only there's not really any Thanksgiving movies except for like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah. Or if you think,
not really
like,
the family film.
Or if you watch Peanuts, like the Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah, but dude, screw those movies.
Really?
They're terrible.
I mean,
don't understand why people like them. I also don't understand why people love like
childhood nostalgia.
Sorry about your childhood, man. It sucks that you had that to live with. I'm
Well,
gonna watch the Polar Express, motherfucker.
Well, it's also the same thing with like the stop motion Rudolph.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
I am okay with that.
Yeah. It freaks me out a little bit.
I don't love it though.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I'm not falling in love with the puppet version. Frosty the Snowman is kind of okay, I guess. I'm not because it's a cartoon. It's super cheesy. It's from the 70s, but it's fine. The 80s is really when the Christmas movies started. Like, all right, these are good.
Die Hard.
Oh, that's the first one you said. I agree with you. But that's the first one you said.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. Christmas Story. Like you just. That's when it started to roll out, and then going into. Here's the thing, though. And the 90s were good too. Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Santa Claus. But
they should have stopped at Home Alone 2. There's Home Alone 15.
It's fine. There's 3. There's 3 of them.
I thought there was 4.
I think they just came out with a 4th one, didn't they? Very, very recently.
Huh. Well, it's the same concept every time. It's just that Home Alone 3 was a different kid. And I'm guessing Home Alone 4 was.
Right. So that's why I don't really care. You're saying they should have stopped. I really don't care because it's not like I'm going to watch it anyway because it's not Macaulay Culkin. So they could keep making them with other kids. I really don't care. It's just wasting your own money.
Yeah.
But with those, that era, great for Christmas movies. Mid 80s to late 90s. Just they had the perfect nostalgia feel, perfect Christmassy feel. And then we really didn't get a lot of good Christmas. Polar Express.
Polar Express came out when Prisoner was.
It was 2005 or 6 or something.
I thought it was 2003.
Really?
Yeah.
You might be right. I know I was in elementary school.
Because I remember the Polar Express DVD had a trailer for 2004. Had a trailer for Prisoner of Azkaban on it,
which came out in 2004.
I think so.
Right. Prisoner of Azkaban 2004? Or was that 2003? Yeah, maybe 2003.
Ooh.
I think it's 2003.
2004. Same year.
Yeah. But is Polar Express the last, I'm talking great Christmas movie of the 2000s and plus up?
I really like Christmas Chronicles. That was on Netflix.
That one's good.
Yeah.
But that one is just a good movie. I don't feel like it's it doesn't get me in the holiday spirit, so to speak.
They had Home Alone, which came out in 1990, Home Alone 2, 92, Home Alone 3, 97. They had Home Alone 4, which came out in 2002. And then Home Alone The Holiday Heist, which got a 3.5 star out of 10 on IMDb and a 30%
when did
Rotten
that come
Tomatoes. 2012.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes is correct.
So I just pulled up popular Christmas movies. Polar Express is up there for sure. I'm just looking at the years here. So, see, I'm okay with this one being on the list, but I will say I don't watch it around Christmas usually. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a Halloween.
It leans on Halloween. Yeah. It has both, but leans Halloween.
Yeah. Love Actually. I love Love Actually. Arthur.
See, but again, to me, that's more rom-com. It doesn't get me into the holidays. I'm talking about movies that their entire plot revolves around Christmassy things.
Arthur Christmas?
No.
Bad Santa?
I'm down for Bad Santa. When did that come out?
2003.
Okay.
Christmas with the Cranks.
But here's the thing, though. So 2000, again, yeah, I like that one, too. I like Christmas with the Cranks.
That one came out in 2004.
Right. So it was 2004, Polar Express, where I'm not counting Christmas Chronicles just because I feel like, again, I want a movie that just enraptures me in the holiday spirit.
Grinch came, what's his name?
2004, the last, that came out in 2003, right? Or 2002?
What?
Grinch?
Grinch came out in 2000.
Really?
Yeah.
That holds up.
Yeah. Have you seen Claws on Netflix?
No.
This one? Dude, it's so good. That?
No.
Dude.
Was it a cartoon?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's so good. It's really good.
But is 2004 the last year that we've had a Christmas movie where it's
other than Claus, which
that is good. There's obviously Hallmark movies come out all the time that are garbage.
Well, it's the same concept every time.
Four Christmases. That's kind of in the
that's good.
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2008.
Gremlins.
I'm not.
I forgot
Krampus is not a Christmas movie.
Gremlins. I didn't say Krampus. Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
Did you see Noel? With
No.
Okay.
Nope. Ooh, I kind of like Deck the Halls.
Yeah, Deck the Halls
cheesy.
2006. Yeah.
It's kind of cheesy.
Jingle All the Way, which was in 96.
100%. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. Because I don't know. I didn't see it, so it's not popping up on my thing. So I don't know what year it's from. I really liked the Christmas Carol, the animated one with Jim Carrey, the 3D animated one.
Yeah,
that one's good.
When did that come out? Do we know?
It's definitely. I was in 8th grade, so I'm gonna say 2011. No, 2010. We go 2010.
And Google says
We go 2010. Oh wait, hold on, no. 2009.
2009. Ooh.
I think it's 2000. Wait, hold on. No. Don't. Yep, 2009. I'm gonna stick with 2009.
It's not showing me the date, so I have to go to like.
Oh, wow, this is a great game that
right?
we're playing.
Come on. What was your thing?
2009.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
It's a good one.
I was in 7th grade. I rethought that in my head.
That was a good one.
But no, I really like that. That's a good one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are better Christmas movies recently that I haven't thought of. I just don't like the modern ones as much. Like I watch the older ones way more.
Yeah. Santa Claus came out in 94.
Oh yeah, and the sequel didn't come out till like 10 years later. Santa Claus 2 didn't come out till like 2002. Yeah, it was like 8 years later.
And then we don't need to talk about Santa Claus 3.
No, but it's not awful.
Horrible, but like
that's definitely not good either.
Yeah.
I need my Christmas movies to either be. You know what? Actually, I'm wrong. I need my Christmas movies to be comedies. It sounds really weird.
Okay.
Almost always.
Almost
always. Because here's the thing. Polar Express, I bet you haven't watched it. I haven't watched it in years.
I love... Oh, Elf.
Comedy, though.
Elf, yeah.
What was that, 2003?
2003, yeah. How about that?
But comedy, though.
Yeah.
The best Christmas movies, in my opinion...
Are comedies.
Are either the comedies or the super sappy ones. Like super holiday spirit ones. Like Christmas Carol and stuff. Or when they combine them, like the Grinch. But... Yeah, obviously, I do think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I do watch it every Christmas, but I'm not. That's not a part of this conversation. It's a little different. It's in its own kind of arena.
Yeah. What's your take on It's a Wonderful Life?
Fuck that movie. And honestly, fuck Miracle on 34th Street too.
Why?
Because they're old, and the movies are like sandpaper on my eyeballs to watch and sit through.
Okay.
Look, I'm not saying they're not well-written movies, but goddamn do they move like molasses moving uphill on a crutch in January.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that.
I don't like...
They do move slow, but...
I'm fine with it. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. Every time a bell rings, the angel gets its wings. Yeah. Shut up.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes. Great movie.
Yes.
Funny. Exactly. It's funny.
Love Actually... I like Love Actually. I don't know why.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie, but to me it doesn't scream Christmas.
White Christmas?
Again, like I love the song. I love some scenes in it with Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby. I got the actors right?
I believe, yeah. Who'd you say?
Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby, yeah. Great scenes, great acts, but you couldn't pay me enough to sit through that whole fucking movie.
Dude, well... In your words, what is the story?
All I know is there's a hotel involved. They go to a hotel and they put on like an act. Do they get snowed in or something?
No. So these two army like singers or whatever.
Yeah.
They go. They meet these two sisters. They get infatuated with these two sisters. They go up to Vermont. And then the guy who's running the inn.
God, this is already moving like sandpaper on my eyeballs.
Yeah, they pretty much just put on like this big show to save the inn, pretty much.
It's basically just a movie so that they could sell the song on tape. White Christmas is one of the most. It's got to be the most popular Christmas song of all time. and they just made the movie to sell more shit with the song. Like
Office Christmas Party. Comedy. It's great.
Love that movie. Again, though, not like a go-to holiday one. Though.
No.
I could watch that in June.
Scrooged?
Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing, though. I also think that a Christmas movie, to me, I don't know. I'm slightly contradicting myself here when I say this, but is a movie that I can only watch around Christmas time. That if I watched it in the summer, it would feel super weird.
Yeah.
Like if I watched Santa Claus in July, it would just feel wrong.
Yeah.
The only movie that has the exception is Die Hard. Watch Die Hard 365 days a year. It's fine.
This list is saying Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
I get that, but no.
Yeah.
They're kind of making. I mean, it takes place around Christmas, so they're making like the Die Hard argument. But Die Hard actually. Look, all right, I'm about to get into like full on like analyzation mode with Die Hard. Look, Die Hard. Not only does it take place during Christmas.
But there's Christmas references.
Christmas references. It takes place during a Christmas party. The score of the movie, like the music, is a lot of holiday theme songs put in a minor key to make it sound dreary.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact ones, but they take some like bits of holiday theme songs and put them in the minor key instead of the major key.
Yeah. So it makes it sound at all
dark and like whatever and like ominous. Just again, a little like, you know, like now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. You know, that kind of stuff. It's just, I can make an argument way better for that, I feel like, than I can Trading Places.
Yeah.
Now, I might be wrong. Someone can argue back, but I think there's more things that add up in Die Hard than in Trading Places. Like, I don't think Trading Places had Christmas music a part of the score. Like, it might be in the movie, but not a part of the score of the movie. It's been a while, though, so I could be wrong.
I really like, I don't know what is it, but I like animated Christmas movies a lot. Like, more than I'll watch them more than...
Eight Crazy Nights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's terrible, though. It's so bad.
This list says Batman Returns. It happens during Christmas.
Someone said that the other night, and I was like... Yeah,
I don't consider that like a
no.
Like when I think Christmas movies, I don't automatically think Batman Returns.
Someone said Rambo: First Blood because it takes place during like the holiday season or something like that. So. But again, like here's the thing. So Alex and I used to always get in the argument about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. He doesn't think it is. He doesn't think it is. I think it is. His argument was. It's not. It shouldn't be a Christmas movie just because it takes place during Christmas.
But there's Christmas references,
right?
Like...
So, and we would always kind of go back and forth on how big those add up the score.
Yeah.
So, like, I agree with him though on that point. I don't think it's a Christmas movie just because it takes place during Christmas. Die Hard has other reasons that it's also a Christmas movie to me. Now. Like Iron Man 3, I don't think that's a Christmas movie.
It happens
although
during
it
Christmas.
takes place during Christmas.
But all
there's
of Shane
zero
Black...
Christmas themes.
Yeah. Well, all of Shane Black's movies are Christmas.
Take place during that'd be like the new Predator movie.
Yep.
Nope, definitely not a Christmas movie. I don't think they're Christmas movies if that's the only factor. If there's other factors like Die Hard has, we can talk.
What do you think is an underrated Christmas movie?
Underrated?
Yeah. Like a hidden gem sort of thing.
Do you have one that you're thinking of? Because I'm not. Most of the Christmas movies that I like are popular. I don't usually like Christmas movies that are like dog crap.
Arthur Christmas.
I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
Yeah. That one?
No, I know what it is.
Yeah. I just love it because, like, we get a different, like, viewpoint. We get a viewpoint from Santa's kids.
Right.
And, like,
I mean, I get that. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with, like, Fred Claus, Santa's brother, that kind of stuff.
That's another one that's a good one.
I mean, the whole, like, you know, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen kind of was the first thing to explore that kind of thing where Santa has a real family and, like, people on the outside. Like, Santa isn't just the same person.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is brilliant. Like, the concept that Santa Claus is a mantle that passes on to people, like,
That's genius.
It's genius.
Like, yeah.
Because it's like, okay, Santa Claus can't live forever.
No.
It'd be really, really... So, but here's the thing, though. If Santa's... Or... I would have to talk to the directors of those movies or the writers and finally and get like a stance on this, but does he live forever as he's Santa until he gets knocked off a roof just like the other one, or something happens, or he passes on the like? Could he pass it on to somebody else?
Well, he did when in Santa Claus 3.
Yeah, you have to hold your snow globe and say like, I don't want to be Santa Claus anymore, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's more like if you get caught or you don't want to be it anymore. So you lose that passion.
But as your Santa, could he be Santa forever until he just didn't want to be Santa anymore? I don't know. I mean, I think so. We're just guessing. I don't know.
But do you think Santa could give it up and then come back?
Well, I mean, he did in Santa Claus 3, but he didn't. Well, by the rules, he gave it up.
Yeah.
But I've never thought on this channel I'd be analyzing Santa Claus 3. That woof. But the what was I about to say? God, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, so he technically gave it up and then like did some time travel garbage to like get it back.
Yeah.
Oh God. Now I want to watch that movie just because I can't remember the plot more or less. I don't want to watch it because it's good.
Yeah.
So if he gives it up, like I think he would totally like if he wanted to do it when he was older, like he would totally give it to Charlie.
Yeah.
Like, but is he allowed? Is that in the clause? Can he take pass it on, or when he says
knock his dad off the roof?
like what if he's Santa? Because that's the thing though. Because with the way it works. It's so weird. That's a flaw in the movie that I just thought of. So, like, when he says, I don't want to be Santa anymore, it takes him back to that moment.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, because the only reason it took him back to that moment was so Jack Frost could be the one to put the jacket on or whatever. And then it takes him back to the future.
Yeah.
And time has changed, basically, and alternate reality. Why does it take you back to that moment? It should just it should just act like that it never have happened. That Santa Claus is still Santa Claus. And
well, maybe it takes them back to Santa Claus before when they died or whatever.
Right, but it's like giving you an opportunity to do something. So if it took him back and Jack Frost wasn't there, he would have had to tackle his old self to have him not put the jacket on, and then not scare him to fall off the roof, and then
he wouldn't become Santa Claus.
Then he gets warped back to the future when he flies away, and then it's the alternate reality again.
But what doesn't make sense is that
a lot of it doesn't make sense.
Well, like, why would the Santa that was up on the roof in the first movie let himself die?
Well, he didn't really let himself die. I'm pretty sure him falling off that roof probably broke his back. It's really morbid if you think about it. Like, Tim Allen kind of killed him.
Yeah.
I mean, he even comes out, he's like, you killed him. I did not.
Yes, you did.
I mean, he didn't kill him, but, oh, dude, when you watch that movie now, when he's on the roof and he falls, when he falls, you can see him, like, kick up. It's not real snow. He kicks up like a blanket. It's all together in one piece, and it looks like a blanket. Go back and watch that scene because it is rough. But yeah, the Santa Claus 3. Good intentions.
Yes,
Not
very good intentions.
Not really good writing and execution.
Yeah.
I'll watch it for the characters because Tim Allen's awesome, and I love those characters. It's fine. And they got rid of Bernard, which was bullshit. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they got rid of him. Maybe he just didn't want to do it anymore. That's also possible.
Well, in the third one, right? They kept him for 1 and 2.
Yeah. They just got rid of him in the third one.
Maybe he died. He got knocked off a roof.
When did 3 come out?
2004 or
no, it was a couple years after.
2006.
It was a good deal of years. I don't know. I just feel like it is
for rated PG for crude language and tobacco. Like
the original Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Tobacco use. I can't remember what the tobacco use was.
I think there was a Santa smoking or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. But God, to me, when I think of Santa Claus, like the character Santa Claus, I think of Tim Allen's Santa Claus. Like he looks like Santa Claus to me. He sounds like, when I think of what Santa Claus sounds like, I think of Tim Allen. I don't know why. It's so goofy, but the movies are good. They got heart. The first one's funny as hell. Like the first one was they were all Disney, but the first one was like them actually. They were able to get away with a little bit more of adult humor, and then the movies got mainstream, and they were all right.
You're right.
Did you see it get kicked up? It's pretty bad.
Well, you don't see Santa falling; you just see like Tim Allen's face, and Santa Claus like die or falls in front of him. So he sees this like big blanket of snow.
Oh,
like,
no!
up.
I'm talking about when he's on the roof.
Oh,
when he kicks up off the roof and he falls, you can see him kick up on the roof like a big blanket.
Huh.
It's ridiculously bad looking.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah,
it's really bad. But like in the first movie, they were like one of my favorite parts of the movie is when he's talking to the principal. They're like him and Charlie's mom and his stepdad are all talking to the principal, and it's like they're just kind of interrogating him. They're like, what did you and Charlie do on Christmas Eve? Shared a bowl of sugar, some shots of brown liquor, play with my shotguns, field dressed a cat, look for women. I read him a book. What book? Hollywood Wives. The Night Before Christmas, folks. Come on, like that's one of my favorite like speeches in a Christmas movie because it's just so out of left field. I mean, it's just like I love the rant in Christmas Vacation that he goes off on the end. It's a little too explicit to say on here, but just that's what Christmas movies have to be funny to be memorable to me, or just touch my heart. And there's very few movies that do that. Polar Express can do that fine. Very few other ones can touch my heart like that aren't funny. They're just like serious or sappy Christmas movies. Because Home Loans, they're comedies. Christmas Vacation, comedy. Scrooged, comedy.
Polar Express, not comedy.
Not comedy at all.
Hits you in the feels.
I mean, there might be a funny moment in the movie, but definitely not a comedy.
But so when you think Polar Express, what scene do you think of?
Like off the top of my head? Yeah. There's two. The hot chocolate scene. Actually, I'll give it three. I'll give it the three scenes. The hot chocolate scene. Okay. The like going up and down the mountain scene where they're like they're hanging off the thing and they're going across the ice and stuff.
That's what I think of, like when they're going across the ice and Tom Hanks is playing
who played 9 people in the movie. He plays every adult character.
And then he's like left, right. Because the back of the train is swinging. No,
it's not how a train works. And then the third one would probably be when he's with Santa, and he hears the bell for the first time. He actually hears it ring.
That's a good one. I think of the ice scene and when they're when they snuck into the present place and they're going like through it and they go down the slide.
They added a lot that wasn't in the book.
I didn't read the book.
I mean, the book is like 10 pages. It is not even like close to what's in the movie. But I always did find it weird though, because like remember like the bell, like when the reindeer start flying, he can't hear the bells because you have to believe. I always found that to be a horseshit scene. Yeah, because I'm like, what do you mean he doesn't believe? It's right there. Okay, I know. Like, what is it from Santa Claus? Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing. Well, you're doing both right now. You are seeing it, and you better be believing it, brother. Like, it's not just a mental or emotional thing. You are physically in the North Pole. You are seeing Santa and his reindeer. I don't know what else that you want. And like, you've been on this Polar Express ride this whole time. What is your deal?
Or how how in depth are your dreams? Like, dang. Like, if he thought it was dreaming.
Right. But was it a dream, though? You never really know.
Yeah.
The only part that kind of tells you that it wasn't a dream is because he still had the bell.
Yeah, when he
Well, because it fell through his pocket and he lost it. He lost the one gift from Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Santa, like, he asked for a bell from his sleigh or whatever. Well, he got the first gift of Christmas, right? What if he would have been like, PlayStation 5? Or you just pulled out a PlayStation. The first gift of Christmas. Like, would he have done that whole spiel if it was the same thing? It wasn't as... I'm sure all the kids down there, when they saw that stupid bell in his hand, they were like, that's what he asked for? Really? That's horrible. What are you talking about?
Well, another, like, I guess, I mean, I can consider this a hard-hitting point when he's back at home, Polar Express is all done and stuff. His parents pick up the bell and start ringing it.
Him and his sister hear it, though.
Yeah, but the parents don't.
Right. That's what I was saying. It's like, that's the only thing that tells you, okay, I guess it was real. I guess it wasn't all real.
Yeah.
That movie, I mean, it's great, but it's still not something I'd like flip on immediately. If I'm gonna go with a Christmas movie, I go with Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story. You know, one of the ones, Home Alone, Santa Claus. Something will make me giggle throughout it. I feel like, you know, just that comedy adds just a sense of realism in it, because a lot of Christmas movies are very over the top, unrealistic stuff where it's like, okay, I'm not really attached to this movie. Throw some comedy in there, it's like, okay, I can attach to these characters. They're funny, like they're, you know, they're somewhat normal. When it's just all sap all the time, all holiday sappiness.
Hallmark movies.
That's why I can't watch those things either, because they're not relatable. They're supposed to be about real people, but I don't feel like real people.
I can't watch them for two reasons. One, because they're sappy. Two, they follow the same formula every time.
Well, so they follow a couple more. Like, girl comes back home, like to her hometown,
meets up with her old friend, and then the movie just goes along.
Finds random, like, you know, like single store owner guy or whatever who is trying to, she gives two shits about Christmas, and he's like trying to get her back into the Christmas spirit, and like gets her into Christmas spirit, and they under mistletoe at some point at the end of the movie. Or
girl and guy comes to town with boyfriend. They're about to get married. Boyfriend's a business dick.
Oh yeah.
She meets up with her old friend that was from the town,
or ex-boyfriend from high school, who's never left the town his whole life. Which I'm also always go like, not saying not leaving your hometown is a bad thing. I still live in my hometown, but it's like, I mean, hopefully in the split up you get something from the other guy though, because this guy ain't gonna make you that dough.
But then it can be interchangeable with a guy or a girl. Like, guy comes into town,
right?
Like,
it's the same thing. But they do that so much, and then they'll have the random Hallmark like actual Christmas movies, like where Santa Claus is in it, and the budget is horrific. It is like this. It looks terrible, and I thought the Santa Claus movies had some bad CGI and stuff in it.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Christmas Chronicles 2 comes out. It came out today, actually.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's out right now. Sick. It should be. I'm pretty sure it came out today.
But I don't like watching Christmas movies until it's December.
Oh, my God. What about tomorrow? What about tomorrow? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving night.
Probably then.
You can do it.
Yeah,
probably. Come on, you're allowed.
But I'll
allow it.
I saw Polar Express come on TV, and I'm like, do I do it? Do I do it? No, I gotta wait.
I was gonna go this weekend at some point, or Friday, or at some point to go see. They're showing Christmas Vacation at the theater right now for $5.
Yo, that's awesome.
But they're not selling any food or drinks right now.
Okay, that kind of breaks
I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and not have a drink and keep my mask on the entire time.
Well,
I'm gonna stay at home and watch it.
Is it IMAX or like Dolby or whatever?
Oh no, I think it's just a regular thing. It's a $5 show. I would go see if there was food and drinks. I'd go see it, and I was allowed to eat and drink while I was watching the movie. Absolutely, I'd go see it for $5. Fuck it. But no, absolutely not.
I feel like you could do it here, but you also have food and drinks. Like,
no, that's fine. But I'm like, it's one of those movies that I didn't see in the theater. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a movie that you have to see in the theater. It's a little different. But I think it would be cool to see I mean, it's one of my favorite movies. It'd be cool to see that in the theater, like loud and with everything, and just laugh out loud, like in a big theater instead of just at my home giggling to myself. But if I can't get popcorn and a Coke Zero, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit.
So we'll probably wrap up our 3 series somewhat soon. We'll probably have more Star Wars and stuff.
Well, I guarantee you, well, Harry Potter will be wrapped up before the first of the year.
Yeah.
The other 2 won't. Well, Lord of the Rings might, but Star Wars won't. Because we still have...
Well, 8 more.
We still have 9 more movies.
Yeah, 9 more movies.
Because we have Rogue One in there, too, somewhere.
All right.
And, honestly, if we're going to do 9, we might as well just fucking watch Solo. If we're going to do the whole... Skipping 1 would make my OCD go really bonkers. Yeah. So we might as well watch it. So we'd have 10 weeks to do it still. So we have 4 weeks in December, 1 week. And this is if we release it every week. Yeah. So we'll see. Which, I mean... We should, because once the Harry Potters are over, that'll just kind of take the place of it. And there's only 3 Lord of the Rings, and we're already done with 1. We only have 2 more of those, and we're not watching The Hobbit right now. We might do that later. Yeah. It's fine.
Well, I was thinking we could do, like, Christmas movie commentaries, like, during December.
I'll watch Die Hard. I don't know if I want to watch, like a Christmas movie, Christmas movie. Like, it's just... I feel like it'd be weird to commentate on that, but I'll commentate a Die Hard movie for sure. I'll sit there and be like, shoot the glass. Like, I'll watch the shit out of that movie.
And we know Am hasn't seen it.
Let's go, let's get together, have a few laughs. Like, I don't know. Maybe Adam's seen it. Ooh. I won't give him all the credit yet, but that seems like a random one that he might have seen.
Really?
Because his dad might have showed it to him or something. Okay. But, yeah, I feel like, gosh. When someone says they haven't seen Die Hard, I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, Lord of the Rings, I get, because it's niche. Like, I mean, it's niche. It's nerdy niche. Like, it's like, you better be into fantasy, or you're not even going to pick it up. Everybody likes action movies. Yeah. So, Die Hard's, like, in the top 10 action movies of all time. Like, I'm talking about just straight up action, not action comic book, not actually just an action movie. It's one of the top 10 action movies of all time. It's badass. Like, put Bruce Willis on the map. So... When someone tells me they haven't seen Die Hard, I'm like, I don't know if I want to hang out with you anymore. So hopefully Adam answers this question correctly. Yeah. Or that's definitely the first movie we're watching in December. Like, we'll just throw Die Hard in and have him watch it. That's the only problem. It's good for the video. Yeah. Hard for the commentary. Yeah. Because people love to see, the reason people like reactions is to see first reactions. They like to see... At least this is the way I look at it. I watch reaction videos to trailers and stuff to see if they reacted the same way I reacted.
Yeah, okay.
Or how they react to certain scenes or something. So it's good for the video that Adam hasn't seen some of these movies so that we can get his just blank reaction. Yeah. But at the same time, it's tough for commentaries because I don't want to talk over the whole... Because we need to keep talking because it's commentary. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. You're just sitting there watching a movie. But it's hard to talk the whole time because I don't want Adam to miss anything, especially Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Die Hard's whatever because it's a lot of shooty, killy. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, there's some exposition that you definitely need to hear and pick up on or you're going to be lost.
Well, as a film, we've only filmed Fellowship. Next one's Two Towers, which should speed up or book it more.
But there's a lot of story stuff in Two Towers. Yeah. There's more battles and more action than Fellowship, I feel like. There's a lot of story stuff with Theoden and the Ents. Adam's going to hate the part with the Ents. I already know. You know why? Because I hate the part with the Ents. I love Lord of the Rings.
You hate the part with the Ents? Really?
They made him talk too slow.
With Merry and Pippin?
Yeah, but they made the Ents talk too slow. Because it's hard to... Those scenes are 10 minutes long. Yeah. And he says 2 sentences. That's not even an exaggeration.
I'll give you that. They do really talk slow.
And by the time he gets to the end of the sentence, I've forgotten what the beginning of the sentence was, and I can't remember what it was even about. He's going to hate those parts. Yeah. I know he will.
He's going to love the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah, everybody does. The rest of the movie is almost perfect. I love that movie. The Ents are just...
He's going to love when Gandalf comes back.
I like the Ents.
Yeah. And then we also get a scene with Theoden.
Théoden's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Carl Urban's in the movie too. I love him.
Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell?
Yeah. I like. Was it just about? Oh, you know who plays Treebeard, right?
Oh, if you say his name, I'll probably get it. Oh, I will definitely get it if you say his name.
Yeah. I'll be honest. His actual actor name is escaping me right now, but it's Gimli.
Really?
The guy who plays Gimli also plays Treebeard. Why can't I remember his freaking name? That's gonna bother me, and I'm gonna be really mad when I see it.
That's good.
He was also in Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like that. God damn it! Hold on, I gotta find. His name.
I'm not good with names.
I usually am.
Actor names.
I usually am. It's gonna bother the hell out. John Rhys Davies. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, he plays both. They just slow his voice down and dial it down a bunch when he's doing it. I'm pretty sure he didn't even talk slow. I think he just talked and they did that all in post.
Huh.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Huh. But Lord of the Rings is just amazing.
It's almost perfect.
It's almost perfect, yeah.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. Well, you have to like it.
It's tough to get into it if fantasy isn't your go-to genre.
Yeah. Well, it's also intimidating because you're going on a 12-hour movie.
It's intimidating for that, the two reasons. Because it's a long haul.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hype built around it. So it's like it's kind of a reason that I don't watch some of these big movies that I've I've never seen Shawshank Redemption. I know we talked about that, but it's kind of the same deal as I don't want to watch because everybody tells me it's one of the top 2 greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Some high standards. So
you don't want to be let down.
I feel like there's nothing but letting down when I watch it because it's like, was it the greatest movie of all time? Was it even the second greatest movie of all time? Did I enjoy it better than Endgame? Not saying Endgame is like the second greatest movie of all time, but did I enjoy it better than Endgame? Well, if I didn't even enjoy it better than Endgame, how can I call it the second best movie of all time? Blah, 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 blah. It's the same concept with Lord of the Rings. These people have never seen it. It's 20 years old. And I'm telling them it's one of the best trilogies of all time, if not the best trilogy of all time. It's it's one of the most epic stories of all time. It created fantasy. It won Best Picture. It is an epic saga. Go for it.
Well,
it's
also,
intimidating.
It is very intimidating. Another point for the intimidation factor would be like, there's a lot of people and a lot of names to keep track, and you got to keep track of the story also. Like,
I feel like the movies do a good job.
They do. The books are really confusing, though.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's
the movies do. We talked about this, but the movies do such a better job than Game of Thrones does.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones is obviously great, but they just beat you over the head with 30 new people every episode, and you're like, cool. It's the guy with the ponytail and the guy with the bald spot and the fat guy and the Jon Snow guy. And
well, then luckily George R.R. Martin just kills half of them every season, so like. We get new people, and then we kill people.
George R.R. Martin decides to stop writing books, and then we have to write it ourselves, and it's terrible.
Yep.
Like, George R.R. Martin's going to eat himself to death before he finishes the series.
Have you seen...
Will he even finish it now?
We don't know.
Because...
We don't know.
He's in a predicament, because if he finishes it on his own terms, people are going to be pissed...
that it didn't happen on TV.
Right. Like, the show is a completely different ending than the books. But then also, if he just copies the show, it's like, no one's going to buy that book. No one's going to buy that shit.
Well, this should be the perfect time for him to finish it. He's been staying at home this entire time. Just write the goddamn
What
book.
else was he doing, though, before? He was
nothing. That's the point.
Maybe he just doesn't want to do it anymore. And if he doesn't want to do it anymore, fine.
Well, he started something. He has to finish it. Come on.
Or start something and hand it off, which is what he did.
Yeah. It sucks. Have you ever seen that meme where they draw like a horse or whatever? And like, no? Where it's like...
excuse me? They draw a horse.
Well, like...
No. I've not seen that meme.
Hold on one sec. I can't really explain it because I don't think I'll do it justice.
This is great for the podcast.
Yeah.
This is silence.
Yeah, so...
Oh, I get it.
Like for season 1, it's from the tail end to the head. The tail looks pretty good. There's some minor spots, or 1 through 4, sorry. In season 5, you get a little more of a downhill. You still get some good parts in the beginning. Season 6, bland at the very beginning, great at the very end. 7 and 8 is like a 2-year-old drawing the rest of the horse. Like,
it's a funny meme for sure. But I mean, here's the problem: is I watched like all season 1 and season 2, and I was semi into it. I was like, it's good. It's good. It's still tough to keep track of, but it's really good. And then, like, I got on late. I didn't watch it when it came out, and then everybody's like, season 7's horrible.
Yep.
The last season's awful. I'm like, I have no motivation to finish this out. I'm literally driving a car, and I know I'm going to hit a cliff at the very end of this road. Why would I want to keep driving into when I can get out of the car right now?
Yeah. So, what's great about season 1 is that you end with Ned Stark dying.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, it's been out for 10 years. Like, calm down. We see, like, he gets betrayed by Littlefinger, gets his head chopped off, to right to season 2. And season 2 is great, and then season 3 and 4 are great. Then we hit season 5.
I'm always mad when Sean Bean dies.
Yeah,
because I love his characters.
He does,
and he's a good actor, and I want to see him more. Like, I would have loved. Imagine if Ned Stark was in season 5 or 6.
Well, he was in a flashback.
Not doesn't count. I'm talking like Ned Stark's in the Battle of the Bastards and stuff like that. It'd be awesome. It'd be badass. He'd be such a good like general to like lead like battle plan and stuff.
Yep.
God did it.
What I do like is about Game of Thrones is the storytelling. I feel like they storytell really well, and they have semi good character development.
Right. The only problem I have with Game of Thrones, even though this is realistic, all the characters fucking suck.
Yeah. Like,
not like they're bad characters. Like, they're all horrible people. Like, even the ones that are good do horrible things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no character, even people like Jon Snow, like, there's no character who is just goody two-shoes the entire show or book series.
I guess
so it's
Dany was okay for, like, 1 through 5.
But I'm talking main people, I'm not talking side characters. I'm not talking.
She wasn't a side character.
Wait, who did you say?
Dany, the Queen of Dragons.
Oh, Daenerys. Just say Daenerys, not Dany. No one calls her Dany. She's not Dany Phantom.
That's another great show.
Well, no, she kind of was a bitch at the end, wasn't she? I heard something that she did some bad shit.
Yeah, well, she so when they were,
she betrayed somebody, right?
Yeah, she betrayed all of her friends, her people.
She effed Jon Snow,
who was her aunt.
Not her aunt.
Yeah,
that's a girl.
Or sorry, she was Jon Snow's aunt.
I thought they were cousins.
No.
They're probably both. They're probably their bloodlines are so crossed.
Because Jon is the son of her brother.
Gross.
Yeah.
There's a lot of incest in the show too.
Yeah.
Again, they're all horrible. They're all fucking each other and killing each other. Like, over what? The Iron Throne?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, you're already a queen over there.
Yeah.
Why do you want? I mean, it's all about. I guess it's power. Like, they just want more power, more power, more power. It's like, but is it just because of the chair? Make your own damn Iron Throne. Like, seriously. I mean, I know it's not. I'm just being facetious, but.
Yeah. Well, the whole point was because her father had the Iron Throne, but then the people betrayed him, so she wanted to take it back.
I know, but still, I'd cut my losses and be like, it's not worth it because so many people are going to die over my little, my revenge.
Yeah,
so many of my own people will die for me just to get this little stick of revenge up their ass.
Well,
that's not being a good leader.
No. Well, she had a pretty good hand. She had dragons. She had the Unsullied. She had I forget what her.
You're the queen of dragons. Just cut your loss. You are good. No one's gonna come over to Westeros and fuck with you.
Or Easteros. Easteros.
That's where they came from. Yeah. No one's gonna go over there and fuck with you.
Or is it Essos? I forget.
I don't remember. God, there's too many names. That's what I'm saying. You've watched the whole show and you can't even remember all the names.
God,
it's too much. I feel like I'm gonna get eaten alive in the comment section of this video by Game of Thrones fans that are like, What are you talking about, man?
Just say season 8 sucks. You'll agree with them.
Probably, even though I haven't seen it. I just know.
The only good part was when
It was over.
no, when Arya killed the Night King.
Spoiler alert. That's a spoiler alert. It's only been out for a year, right?
No, it's been out
2019, right?
No, it's been out a couple years.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When was season 8? I don't know. I think you might have just... I mean, again, though, I feel like if you really care, you would know already.
2000. Oh, no, not 2011.
I was gonna say
2009. Oh, sorry, you're right. 2019.
Yeah, it was last year.
It's May
Still,
2019.
though,
If you
fine.
care about it,
You
we've
would've
been
seen it already.
quarantined this entire year. If you wanted to watch it, you've already watched it.
If you cared enough to not be spoiled, like that's the thing. You could tell me everything right now, and I can still go back and watch it. But it's not. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like Walking Dead. You can tell me anything that Walking Dead is doing right now, and I don't. Even though apparently it's good again.
Is it?
But you lost me.
I don't care.
You lost me already. It's too much bullshit. Like,
well, when did you stop watching it? I stopped watching it around like season 5.
I stopped watching like right after. Shit, where did I drop off? It was after the first season with Negan. It was like a little bit into the next season. So remember, like the end of that season.
I forget.
So the season opened.
It
With,
might have been season 5. I forget.
No, I think it was like 7.
7. Okay.
The season where it opened up with, because there was a cliffhanger with
Oh
Negan,
yeah, I remember this.
But
okay.
then the next season, it opened back up with that same thing.
I remember
with
us
him
talking about this
killing-
at work.
Spoiler alert,
Oh.
killing Abraham and Glenn.
Yeah.
I watched that whole season because I loved Negan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the end of it was when, like, they almost beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then, like, Alexandria was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, all right, we're not Negan's bitch anymore. We're going to come back. And then I watched, like, a little bit of the next season, and then they lost me again. And then I saw some bullshit where, like, I mean, I know some of the things, again, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
where, like, Rick slit Negan's throat, but then saved him and kept him alive. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, if I kill him, I become just like him. Like, that's not true at all. We killed the governor.
Yeah.
We killed all these other bad people. You don't become Negan after you kill Negan. No, Negan was a psychopath. He needed to die. Now he's a good guy in the show. He's literally a good guy in the show, which intrigues me. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
No, I don't.
Because I loved his character being an asshole. Because he was funny as hell being an asshole. Like when like the priest walks up and me, he's like Jesus H. Christ, you are scary as shit. Standing there with that collar, looking at me all creepy and shit. Like, you know, he was just funny, like the way he talked. But I don't want him as a good guy now. Maybe it's great.
My favorite season
my
favorite season of Walking Dead was probably the prison.
That's good. I like 4 when the governor showed up for the first time. I think that was 4. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because season 3 was
season 2 was the farm.
prisoner.
Season 2 was the farm.
Or prison, sorry. The season 4 was the town outside the prison.
Yeah, it was the governor, right?
And the governor brings a tank and tries to break up the prison or whatever.
Was that 4 or was that the beginning of 5?
It might have been 5, to be honest.
I'm not sure. I can't remember if the governor crossed over 2 seasons. It's been so long since I watched it. Governor was great too.
Yeah.
It fell off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many filler episodes where it was like, this show should be, if The Walking Dead was like a 10 episode season each season on Netflix.
It'd be broken. But it's
so
just
good.
It's so long and so boring.
There's like 23 episodes a season. It's like, you can't. God, it's so much. That's why you have to have. It's just like I talked about these 23 episode seasons of any of these other shows. You have to have filler episodes because not every 23 episodes is going to be lots of story and moving this thing along, or we'd be done with the show by the end of the season.
Well, that's why I like season 1 and 2 of Walking Dead because they were pretty fast.
I mean, season 1's like what, like 8 episodes or something like that, 6 or 8 episodes, some bullshit. And then season 2 is a little bit more. I don't think it's like 20 though. I think it's like in the teens.
But I feel like the story made up for it.
Yeah. Well, I like season 2. I don't love season 2. They spent way too much time on that damn farm and looking for that damn girl, just to figure out that she was in the barn the whole time.
And was it turned zombie like?
But there are some great moments in there, like the moment where, spoiler alert, Rick kills Shane. Great
Yep.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing moment. Even though it pissed me off because Shane was such a good character.
He was.
Even though
he was a character.
He needed to die.
Yeah.
He was such a good character. I loved like the way he fucked with Rick and was trying to like, screw him over. And he was just he was the wild card of the group.
Mm-hmm.
You could never know where he was going. Like, was he good? Was he bad? Was he just confused? Was he kind of like going crazy? A little bit of everything, I feel like. The death that always mess with me is when they killed Dale.
Which one was Dale?
He was like Herschel before Herschel. He was the guy who had the RV, the white beard.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Because that death messed me up. It was so gruesome. Like, the zombie like opened his like stomach up or whatever. But then he didn't die from that.
Yeah.
Daryl had to shoot him in the head. He's like, "Sorry, brother." He shot him. That death was one of the first ones to mess with me.
Yeah.
But I'm not going back. Sorry. Maybe when it's all over and said and done. But they're making movies now. They're gonna make a Rick movie.
What?
That's gonna be.
I thought he was done.
It's gonna be in theaters. No, he's alive.
Is he?
His last episode, he's getting carried away in a helicopter by we don't know who.
Oh.
But they said he's never gonna come back on the show.
Huh.
So his story is just over right now, and they said they're gonna finish off his stories in movies that'll be released in theaters. And I'm like big movies. I'm not talking like little movies, big movies. So I'm like, fuck, I might go see that.
Yeah.
Like, damn it. But then do I have to watch the show again and get caught up?
Oh, God.
I know everybody always tells me when I'm behind on something and something big's coming out.
Yeah.
Like, watch a recap video.
Those don't do nothing.
I don't feel, because there's the thing. That's not the reason I want to watch the final whatever. Like, if you want, like, it's because I'm not going to be emotionally attached to anything if I watch that final thing. Even if I know what's happening, I want to have any emotional grasp to it. Just like if you would have only watched, say you watched like 3 Marvel movies and then Endgame was coming out and someone said, just watch this recap video. Even if it was like an hour long, you would feel zero emotion towards anything. You'd know what was happening, but you wouldn't care. So if those movies come out and they say, well, look, if you want the full feel, you should probably have been caught up. Then damn it, I guess I will. Yeah. Even though it's gonna be a haul.
Yeah. Well, they need to
they're all an hour long too. Yeah. If they were 30 minutes, that's fine.
Yeah. But it's like a season a week sort of deal, like 2 weeks.
It's a lot. I'd have to finish like 4 episodes a day. Yeah. That's 4 hours. I don't have 4 hours every day to just dedicate to one thing.
But I feel like they have to like do like for the movies they have to say like, or they have to what am I looking for? What words am I looking for? They have to I forget what I'm trying to say.
Talking about the Rick movies?
Yeah, like the fans.
Well, they have to make it so it's like the casual fan can still see it, but it makes it worth it for the Walking Dead fan.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
But I'm still not. Look, I'll go see it, but I'm not interested. That show has lost me. They jumped the shark a long time ago. Even if it's good now, it's too far gone. Like, they lost me. They can't get me back. Unless, again, they just say, this Rick movie's so good, and you have to have... You have to see the show to see it. So, maybe. Well...
I feel this is a good stopping point.
That was a good stopping point. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is episode 21. Hope everybody has a good holiday, good Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We start off with talking about Thanksgiving, and then movies, and
we went deep. We deep dove. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, share,
and subscribe.
So you don't miss a single thing from the channel. And as always, make sure you stay tuned.
Stay iconic.
And cue music.
Holy grail.